Welcome to your Gemini horoscope reading for August 18th, 2026. Dear Gemini, today brings a fascinating combination of movement, communication, and emotional realization. Your mind may feel especially active, and you could find yourself thinking about several different things at once. Money, work, relationships, future plans, and perhaps a decision you have been avoiding because you simply haven't had enough clarity. But August 18th is different. Something begins to connect in your mind, and a situation that previously felt confusing may suddenly start making sense. You may wake up with a strong feeling that you need to change something, even if you cannot immediately explain why. Don't ignore that feeling. Sometimes your intuition notices a change before your logical mind has caught up with it. Gemini, you have a natural ability to adapt, communicate, and find possibilities where other people see limitations. But this same quality can sometimes make it difficult for you to stay focused on one direction. You may have too many ideas, too many plans, and too many possibilities competing for your attention. Today, the universe is encouraging you to choose what truly matters instead of trying to follow every road at once. You don't need 10 new plans. You need one meaningful plan and the courage to follow it. If something has been distracting you recently, ask yourself whether it deserves your energy. Not everything that catches your attention deserves your time. August 18th can bring an unexpected conversation that changes your perspective. Someone may tell you something you weren't expecting to hear, or you may finally say something that you have been keeping inside for a long time. The conversation may begin casually, but it could lead to a much deeper realization. Pay attention to how people speak to you today, but also pay attention to what they don't say. Sometimes silence tells you just as much as words. Your manifestation energy is especially connected to communication today. Be careful about repeatedly saying that something will never happen, that you are unlucky, or that nothing is changing. Your mind is powerful, and your words can influence the way you see opportunities. Instead, try saying, I am open to unexpected opportunities, and I trust myself to recognize the right one. You don't have to know exactly how your future will unfold. You simply need to remain open enough to recognize the doors that appear. If you enjoy this reading, don't forget to support the video with a like and subscribe to the channel, because your support helps these daily messages continue. Now let's look at your special energies for August 18th. Love, career, finances, family, and personal growth are all highlighted today. Your energetic numbers are 14 and 63, numbers that may appear unexpectedly throughout your day. Your supportive color is sky blue, a color connected with communication, clarity, calmness, and mental balance. Gemini, there is also an important message around your social circle today. You may realize that not everyone around you deserves the same level of access to your energy. There could be someone who constantly brings confusion, negativity, or unnecessary drama into your life. You don't have to fight with this person. You don't even have to explain yourself. Sometimes creating distance is enough. At the same time, another person may surprise you with genuine support. Someone who hasn't spoken much recently could reach out and offer advice, encouragement, or even a practical opportunity. Don't overlook quiet people simply because they aren't demanding your attention. Some of the most sincere connections are the ones that don't need constant attention to remain strong. In your career, August 18th can be a productive turning point. Your communication skills are one of your greatest advantages today. If you have an interview, presentation, meeting, negotiation, or important conversation, make sure your ideas are clear and organized. You don't need to impress people by saying too much. Sometimes the strongest answer is the simplest one. If you already have a job, you may be asked to explain an idea or solve a problem that others have struggled with. Your ability to see different perspectives could make you the person everyone turns to. This may increase your responsibilities, but it can also increase your visibility. If you're looking for a job, don't underestimate the power of networking. Someone you already know may know someone who can help you. A casual conversation could become a professional opportunity later. So don't isolate yourself. Talk to people. Ask questions. Let people know what you are looking for. Your financial energy is also interesting today. You may discover a new way to save money, earn extra income, or reorganize your financial priorities. However, be careful with impulsive online purchases or spending simply because you're bored. Gemini energy loves variety, and sometimes buying something new can feel exciting for a moment. But today, ask yourself whether the purchase will still matter to you next month. If you're considering a financial investment or business opportunity, don't let excitement replace research. Read the details carefully and don't be afraid to ask questions. A good opportunity will survive careful examination. A bad one will often become obvious when you look closely. There is also a possibility that money connected to something from the past could finally become clearer. This could involve an old payment, a delayed response, a work-related matter, or something you thought had already been forgotten. Don't assume that silence means nothing is happening. Now let's talk about love, because this is where August 18th becomes particularly interesting for Gemini. If you're in a relationship, communication is the key to everything today. You may have been expecting your partner to understand what you feel without you having to explain it. But people cannot always read our minds. If something is bothering you, say it gently. Don't turn it into an accusation. Tell them what you need rather than simply telling them what they did wrong. A sincere conversation could completely change the emotional atmosphere between you. Your partner may also share something personal that helps you understand their recent behavior. If they have seemed distracted, quiet, or unusually emotional, don't immediately assume that the relationship is the problem. They may be carrying stress from another area of life. Be supportive, but also remember that communication must go both ways. If you're single, August 18th can bring a surprising interaction. Someone may catch your attention because of the way they speak, think, or make you laugh. For you, mental connection is often just as important as physical attraction. You may find yourself talking to someone longer than expected and realizing that the conversation feels unusually natural. Don't rush to define the connection. Let it develop. You don't need to know on the first day whether someone is going to become important in your life. Sometimes the best relationships begin with simple curiosity. There may also be a moment when you realize that you are finally ready to stop comparing new people with someone from your past. That is a powerful emotional step. You are allowed to experience something new without making it compete with an old memory. In family matters, someone may need your attention today. Because you are often good at finding solutions, they may come to you when they don't know what to do. Try to listen before giving advice. Your words may carry more weight than you realize. A simple conversation could help repair a misunderstanding that has been quietly growing. If there has been tension between family members, you don't need to become the person who fixes everything. Sometimes simply encouraging everyone to speak honestly can make the situation easier. Your personal energy today may come in waves. You could feel extremely energetic for a few hours and then suddenly feel mentally exhausted. Don't fight that rhythm. Take breaks when you need them. A walk, some fresh air, music, reading, or simply spending time away from screens could help calm your mind. You don't need to keep your brain occupied every minute of the day. Silence can also be productive. For students, August 18th is excellent for organizing information. Rather than trying to memorize everything at once, create categories and connect ideas together. Your mind works well when information has a pattern. Don't rely entirely on last-minute studying, even if you have managed to do it before. Your intelligence is an advantage, but preparation will make that advantage even stronger. There is also a message today about a decision you have been postponing. You may have been waiting for the perfect moment to choose. But Gemini, the perfect moment rarely arrives exactly as we imagine. Sometimes you need to make the best decision with the information you have and then adjust as you move forward. You are allowed to change your mind later. Choosing a direction doesn't mean you are trapped forever. It simply means you are giving yourself a place to begin. Something else may become clear today about a person you have been uncertain about.